Welcome to the show, everybody. I know that it has been a minute, and I know that I am super late with this after show, but this was the only way that I can get it done today, and this is going to be the way that I'm going to get it done these next couple of weeks. I am sick. My throat is a little sore, so my voice may be going in and out. I'm going to try and break down everything that happened over on Monday Night Raw, and it was a good show. Actually, it really was good. Some storylines got flushed out completely, and the others left you with a nice little palate, a little taste. You got a little taste of everything, which we love. So we're gonna get started. But first things first, thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoy the show. Let me make sure I put my banner up. Okay. I hope you guys enjoy. This is going to be a new format. I might be testing this out to see how the numbers do. You know what I'm saying? But I hope you guys enjoy this. Okay. Thank you so much for listening. Thank you so much for watching. And we're going to get into this mess. Okay. So let's start off with what we saw first. Damian Priest, Big Papi. Okay. Now, what happened was Gunther was asked to come down and have a conversation with Jackie Redmond. And basically, Jackie was questioning Gunther's confidence. She was like, after you lost to Cody, there seems to be a shift in you. You are not the same, highly confident, hyper confident champion that we've grown accustomed to. What's happening? What's going on? Last week, you got laid out by Damian Priest. The week before that, Damian Priest questioned your own confidence in yourself. He seems to think that you are a broken man. What's tea? Before Gunther could even answer, Damian Priest was on that ass. Okay. Big Poppy came down there and was like, since we're talking about it because we need to talk about it. Let's hear how the great Gunther is no longer he's still an apex predator, but he's actually a victim. Let's hear how great you are. Let's hear it. Come on. Give us the tea, babe. Gunther really had nothing to say, and it seems like Gunther's vulnerability is what's showing on him right now. And it's a little jarring to watch a very vulnerable and semi-cracked Gunther. It's it's not necessarily a vibe, but it's definitely giving something. And as we continue to watch the show, Damian continues to double down on the fact that Gunther is not the same man that he used to be. And while he questioned Gunther's confidence again, Gunther tried to walk away, but he ended up hitting Damian Priest in the head with the mic. Now, for the most part, Gunther got the drop on Damian. Okay, Gunther was beating ass. Okay, but he gave Damian Priest one little opening, and that led him into being put through the razor's edge through a table, baby. It was not a pretty look for Gunther. Gunther was laid out, and Damian Priest was the one standing tall. Now, the way I always say is this never works out with the person who has gotten the upper hand prior to the big match. Okay. It never works out in their favor. And it always ends up with the one who's laid out being the one who comes out the victor the next day. So, because of that, I don't think that Damian's going to get that title back. I did before my predictions on our podcast over on Spotify, which I really want y'all to go over there and listen to it. Me and Nicole broke down Full Gear. Shout out to Bleacher Report for the results of Full Gear. And we talked about Survivor Series, and we talked about this match. And I want y'all to go over there and listen to us because we was having a good time. Me and Nicole was vibing. But y'all got to come over there and handle that. But I thought Gunther was gonna lose this title this week, and Nicole picked Gunther. So I don't know. I'm gonna stick with Damian Priest just because that was my original pick. But my mind is telling me that Gunther's gonna retain and he's gonna gain his confidence back because he's gonna beat Damian Priest. But I feel like this is not gonna be a clean win for Gunther. I feel like somebody's gonna interfere. And let's just leave it at that. Um, we got a little bit of a show from the girls. Now, Bianca, okay, is reeling from the loss of her partner, Jade Cargill. Jade Cargill is out for the foreseeable future. They have not given us a timetable as to when she will return. They also have stated that she has a number of injuries due to this severe attack on her. Now, listen, Bianca was in the back, and Bianca was like, "Look, I gotta focus on getting this advantage in this advantage match against what's her face? What is her name? Nia Jax." And Naomi was like, "Girl, I got your back. Don't worry about it. But like, we gotta figure out. We gotta get this fifth member because Jade is down. That means we're down a member." And so Bianca was like, "I know, but who we gonna get?" And Naomi straight up was like, "I vote Bailey." Okay. And Bianca was like, "I don't know." She was like, "Listen, I know that's your homegirl or whatever, but girl, She was like, "Look, Bailey's been in war games before. She knows how that goes down. Like, and on top of that, she's changed." And Bianca was like, "I really do not want to have this discussion with y'all. Like, I don't want to have to deal with that right now. I gotta focus." Like, EO was like, "Well, how about my homegirl Kyrie? Like, Kyrie would be great in war games." And to be fair, she's not lying. I would love to see Kyrie in war games. But she was like, "EO girl, you cool. I'm cool with you and everything. But damage control, having more than one person from damage control inside war games is enough for me, bitch." And then they just started arguing. And that's when Rhea popped up. And Rhea was like, "Listen, we got to pull it together." She was like, "Whatever y'all decide to do is what y'all decide to do. Just leave me Liv Morgan." And she was like, Bianca was like, "Girl, since this is Team Rhea, why don't you decide who the fifth member is going to be?" She was like, "I don't give a damn who it is. As long as y'all say the fuck out of my way so I can get to Liv Morgan." She was like, "Wow. Great leadership skills, sis." And I was like, "Oh." She was like, "Y'all know what? I'm going to go do what I need to do and put the team on my back to secure the advantage for war games. And y'all handle who the fifth member is going to be. I'm out." And so Bianca left because she had a match to take care of. Meanwhile, they were standing there and they decided to come to a decision. And it seems like they made one. Because later on in the night, late in the midnight hour. Okay, child. I can't see y'all. I ain't got no glasses on or nothing, child. But anyways, later on in the night, Bianca ended up winning the advantage for her team. Now, what do I always say? What does Auntie Tiffany always say? Whoever gets the advantage in war games usually loses at war games. Expect Rhea Ripley and them to lose at war games. Now, I ain't never been wrong when it came to war games in terms of the advantage and being able to have the advantage in war games. I ain't never been wrong. That theory has held true ever since I've been watching war games. Whoever gains the advantage usually loses in war games. I have yet to be proven wrong. But Triple H could swerve us. He very well could swerve us. But I don't think that I that I will be swerved. I just don't. Um, any whoosies, Bianca did win the advantage, but she got a lot of help from Bailey. Bailey helped her secure the W for her team. And I guess that was her way of showing her, her solidarity, but most importantly, making sure that Bianca knew she got her back. Like, I know that they've had, their issues in the past, but Bailey has changed. So Bailey is the one who helped solidify this because all members of the War Games match were banned from ringside. So it was just Nia and um Bianca in this match, but Bayley wasn't a part of War Games, so she very well could have been at ringside. And this is how she was able to slip in, cause a bit of a distraction, and help Night Bianca pick up the W. And this is her way of being like, girl, I got your back. You may not think that I got your back, or you may not think that I have changed, but this is my way of trying to getting your good graces. And it looked like it's gonna work. So Bayley is more than likely going to be Jade Cargill's replacement inside War Games. So there is that. Let us move on. We're gonna move on to some matches that didn't really have a lot of relevancy, but were good matches. The matchup between Gable and the American Maid and LWO's Dragon Lee and Rey Mysterio. It was a good match. The Creed brothers looked super strong. They were dominating, but they had some good points in this match where Dragon Lee and Rey looked really good as a tag team. However, American Made are not trying to win the match fair and square. They just want to win. So it's by any means necessary. And of course, Chad Gable got embarrassed last week. So he wasn't about to allow his pet project to get embarrassed this week. So he cost him the match, and American Made was able to pick up the W. I mean, I kind of saw it coming, but it is what it is. So we also had the match. Pardon me, y'all. I swear I cannot see. I do not have my glasses on. Ludwig Kaiser earned a match with Bron Breakker last week by attacking Bron Breakker and Sheamus during their Intercontinental Championship match. Ludwig Kaiser and Bron Breakker was having a match, and baby, when Ludwig Kaiser tried to do that little running attack, no, it wasn't Ludwig, it was fucking Bron Breakker, and his stupid ass ran into the edge of that table. I saw that shit before it even happened. I was like, don't you do that dumb shit. Don't you run into that motherfucking table. God damn it. I told your motherfucking ass not to run into that damn table, and you ran into it anyway with your stupid ass. Child. Somebody on Twitter. I'm gonna see if I can find the tweet so I can show y'all. So shout out to Wrestling Republic, because Wrestling Republic was like, I need a clip of Tiffany from Down for the Count saying, I told your ass to sit down. Baby, when I tell you I was yelling at the TV, I was like, why the fuck did you do that? Yo, when he was in the ring, let me see if the clip will restart. That warms my heart that somebody was like, I need my homegirl Tip to say that. But anyways, the match did not happen clean because Ludwig Kaiser and them, the match never got to finish because Sheamus came out there, attacked both of them. He started on Ludwig Kaiser. And that's when Bron Breakker came up and was like, bro, what the fuck is you doing? And Sheamus was like, bitch, he attacked me last week, laid me out. I'm not gonna let this shit go down. And Bron Breakker's like, motherfucker, this is my match. Like, you gotta wait your goddamn time. And Sheamus like, bitch, get the fuck out of my face. These motherfuckers started fighting. And then Ludwig Kaiser, while he was laid out, the producers and the rest is trying to keep Bron Breakker and Sheamus apart. Ludwig Kaiser dove over all of them. They fighting. They fighting all the way up the ramp to the Titantron. That's when bald-headed ass Adam come out there talking about some, y'all want to fight? Fine. Sheamus, Braun, Ludwig, all three of you will be in a triple threat match at Survivor Series for the Intercontinental Championship. I said, bitch, after last week, when Ludwig Kaiser went out there and attacked everybody, that's when you should have made the triple threat, hoe. Like, the fuck? Y'all taking too long to build this motherfucking PLEs. You should not be adding matches to the PLE on the last week of the PLE. That should not be happening. I don't care who you are. Not no major matches, not no motherfucking title matches. Are you crazy? No, absolutely not. Like, what is wrong with y'all? Okay. So, Love It Guys and them is gonna be fighting it out at Survivor Series. Now, I already talked about Bianca and Nia. Cool. Let's get into the New Day because this is a piece I'm gonna spend a long time on. I'm gonna spend a long periodically time. Okay. So New Day's match was short and sweet, if we being honest. It's low-key embarrassing if we being honest. But Otis did majority of the work. And so they lost to Alpha Academy. And of course, same shit, different toilet. They're losing. They don't understand why. Kofi's like, when the match started, Kofi said, okay, we gonna start it. I'm gonna start the match. We're gonna do it the way you called it. I'm gonna start the match. Xavier wants to change on the fly and say no. He was like, yo, I want to start the match. Let me do it. And Kofi's like, we already discussed this. I'm gonna start the match. So it's cool. Like, I got it. He like, okay. Gets out and then tags himself in once he gets out the ring. That was the first problem. That's the first problem. Kofi like, the fuck is you doing? Like, he like, I got it. Don't worry about it. Goes in there, gets fucked up. Gets fucked up. Ran over by fucking Otis. Gets ran over. Kofi coming there trying to save him. Also ran over by Otis. Both of them laid out in each corner. Otis falls on fucking Kofi, lays him out. Kofi rolls out the ring. Xavier ain't got no get back, no motherfucking traction. Takes an elbow from Otis, and then they do their signature move with Akira, and then they get the pin. Match is over. Kofi go in there to try to say like, "Yo, what happened? Like, what's up?" Like, and Xavier is like, "This is your fault." Like, he blaming Kofi for this. He put it all on Kofi, as if Kofi didn't follow the plays. They're arguing on the way out. They're arguing, and it gets nasty. When I say it gets nasty, it gets nasty. Kofi's like, you changed the goddamn play on the fly. This is not what we discussed from the beginning, and you changed it. Xavier gets really nasty. And what I've noticed these last couple of months is that Xavier likes to low blow people and then get mad when they retaliate. He picked the right day because Kofi was on your ass, boy. He was on your ass. Xavier said, you don't listen to me. You tell me I'm the QB. You tell me I'm calling the audibles. Yet I call it and you want to act as if you are the one who's in charge. You're not fucking listening to me. And Kofi's like, you are being erratic. Like, you are not trying to win. Like, you're not trying to do this right. Like, you are doing this so out of pocket. Like, he was like, you are not listening to anybody. It's either your way or the highway, and that's not how we supposed to operate. Now, Kofi rattled off everything that he has ever done for Xavier. He said, I have done nothing but help you. I joined your group. He said, I was by your side when you was king of the ring. I waved your motherfucking cape. I was there. I was bowing to you when you was fucking king of the ring. But he said, when you got that opportunity, he said, I handed you an opportunity at the Intercontinental Championship. I gave you my opportunity at the title. And what did you do with it? What did you do? You squandered it, just like you squander every opportunity that you get. And I was like, some T's is finna be clocked here, bitch. He said the reason why he and E didn't allow Xavier to call the shots was because he was reckless. Is that he does not have enough conviction to stay focused in the moment. And he is right. That is not a wrong assumption of Xavier, because when you look at the trajectory of New Day, and Xavier has been the one who has been quote unquote QBing, they have not had any success. The only success that he has had with his own destiny in his own hands is when he went up against Rey Mysterio and Rey Mysterio's mask came off. It's the only time he really had any success. The only time he really had any traction. And even afterwards, even in the tag team tournament, they barely got out of that tournament alive. So even in his anger and his frustration, Kofi wasn't wrong in his assessment. He told the truth. And then Xavier responded. And this is where it gets nasty. Xavier decided that he's risky. Risks are what gain rewards. Risks usually give you high rewards. And his problem is that Kofi plays it safe too much. You play it safe and you're not risky enough because you don't have enough gumption to go for it, even if you may win, lose, or draw. This is the reason why you didn't become world heavyweight champion for so long. This is why you didn't have those opportunities until I came along. Xavier feels like if it wasn't for him, Kofi never would have been world heavyweight champion. I was like, I don't know about that. I don't know about that. I don't know about that. And Kofi wasn't having that shit. Kofi said, hold up, rewind and freeze, bitch. He said, first of all, your ass ain't the reason why I won that championship. Okay. He was like, if we're being real, you came to me to be in your group. He said, I was a Hall of Famer before you even came. I was already on the verge of making history. I had already done that. Okay. I was a Hall of Famer when you met me, bruh. He was like, so there's no way I'm going to let you take the shine for all the hard work I had already put in before your sideshow Bob looking ass even came into the picture. But he said, since we talking about championships, let me count. 1, 2, you don't have none. Okay, you don't have no singles titles. Last time I checked, you ain't won a singles championship ever. So before you start clocking my tea, bitch, you need to clean your backyard first. And then this is when Xavier went into the jugular. He went nasty. Now, in all fairness, Kofi did cut him deep when he said he wasn't good enough. He cut him deep. He hurt him. Okay? Because he already playing on his insecurities. I've told y'all, Xavier's biggest problem is he feels inadequate compared to Big E and, of course, Kofi Kingston. Out of everybody in the group, Xavier's entire existence is attached to New Day. He has nothing outside of New Day besides up, up, down, down, and everything he does when it comes to Comic-Con, comic books, video games, and anything inside the nerddom. But inside the ring, he's not a highly decorated superstar. His superstardom or his decoration is attached to the tag team. So it makes it difficult when you feel like you are inferior to your partners and you know that that's not true, but your brain and everybody around you and that fear of being inadequate overtakes reality, and it starts to become a nagging thing. And Karrion Cross, he pinpointed it, he targeted it, and then he blew it up and exacerbated it so that it would be at the forefront of Xavier Woods' mind and it would cause nothing but chaos in New Day. And it worked, essentially. It worked because now the New Day is imploding from within inside. But you can honestly see that their anchor, Big E, was one of the reasons why they were able to maintain themselves within that positivity realm. Now, like I said, Kofi Kingston did cut him deep by telling him that he wasn't good enough to be champion. So Xavier went for one of the touchiest and most diabolical pieces in Kofi Kingston's career, and that's his loss to Brock Lesnar. Xavier essentially said to him that he said, I was good enough to take your beatings, to suffer a loss for you, to build you up and give you all of my love and belief in you. And we did this and we did it with the fans and we gave it to you and created Kofi Mania. What did you do with it? What'd you do? You pissed it away in 6 seconds when you lost to Brock Lesnar. That was Kofi's instinct to almost whoop Kofi Xavier's ass. And to be fair, he should have whooped his ass. you should have whooped his ass. But he was like, if you was anybody else, Xavier Woods was like, what? What are you gonna do? You gonna get mad, Kofi? You gonna get mad? He was antagonizing him. And he was like, I'll see you next week at the celebration, brother. And he walked away. And Xavier was like, I'll see you at the anniversary, brother. This is ugly. I know a lot of people that are New Day fans are sad because they are splitting. However, something has to be done, not only for Xavier's sake, but for Kofi's too. Kofi is a former champion, and he deserves better than what he is getting. And so does Xavier. And if you noticed, their gear described that they are two sides of the same coin. Kofi was Goku, and Xavier was Goku Black. Goku Black, if you don't know about anime lore and you're not clear about Goku Black or this version of Goku, Goku Black is from an alternate universe and he is evil. He is essentially the evil version of what Goku is. He is the purest form of evil in Goku that you can have. He has no remorse or no love lost for anybody. He murders, and Goku doesn't like to kill anybody. And he just was an evil being. He was an evil person. And Goku was the exact opposite. He was relatively happy all the time. It was a rarity when Goku was sad. He was relatively happy. He loved to train, he loved to fight, and he just wanted to fight against the best all the time. He was rarely sad about anything. Like, even when the world was at stake, Goku generally had a positive attitude and was generally like, I'm going to save the world. That was his attitude towards everything. So the characters that they chose to dress as today directly affects how they behave as characters in the WWE, especially right now. Like, Xavier Woods is lashing out at everyone. He's angry with everybody, including his own partner, when in reality, he's really mad at himself. He's really upset at himself. And while I love a good story, I do. I really wish that Xavier's insecurity wasn't fleshed out by punk ass Karrion Cross. I really wish that this was something that he chose to do on his own, and he just left and was like, the New Day, I've outgrown the New Day, and I want to try and do this on my own. And Kofi supported him, and they just parted ways. But New Day has a 10-year anniversary coming up, and it's next week. And I suspect that this is going to get ugly. They're going to fight. And Saturday night main event, it's going to be Kofi Kingston versus Xavier Woods. And that's my prediction for that. But this was probably one of the best promos cut by both of them that I've seen in a very long time. My problem with Xavier is not that he aspires to be better. My problem is that he is reckless. He is driven by emotion, and he's driven by the need to prove that he belongs. And my opinion is that drive is what's going to drive you into the ground. If you don't harness it and focus it, you're not going to be able to do anything with it. You blame everybody else for your losses, but you've lost on your own reconnaissance outside of Kofi. You were the one who was in charge. You were the one who were calling the plays. And you want Kofi to listen. And even when Kofi listens, you still can't get it right. So I don't know. I'm not on Xavier's side because I don't like the way he goes about it. It's always somebody else's fault. Even when he eats the pin. Like last time when Kofi ate the pin, it was Kofi's fault because he shouldn't have laid there. He should have kicked out. But you ate the pin this time. You didn't even attempt to kick out. But you blame Kofi still. You don't take any accountability for your own actions. You don't take any accountability for your losses. And that's what I have a problem with. I could probably be on your side if you actually took some accountability for your own mistakes, for your own losses. But you don't do that. And for that, I can't fuck with you. So, Sideshow Bob, you're going to be on my shit list. It's going to always be Team Kofi with me. Now, some of y'all might not like that, but bitch, I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck. You hear me? I don't give a damn. Okay? Speaking of Karrion Cross, he thought that he was good and free. He thought they was gonna be going and setting up their next plan to take on the YS6. Like they can cut promos, so can we. We know how to do this. Like they don't own anything. They don't know how to do anything. Child. And just like the YS6 said, baby, everybody always has something that they want to protect. And so you cherishing Scarlett like she was a precious little emerald that had to be protected, you left her vulnerable to be attacked. And she definitely was, because Nikki Cross showed up in that room after all the men left and attacked her. And when you came back, your wife was laid out on the ground and she ended up fighting you, thinking you was Nikki. And child, it got ugly. Karrion Cross posted on his social media. I gotta give me something to drink. My throat's dry, y'all. Hold on, hold on, hold on. Now, Karrion shared this message that Bray Wyatt sent to him before he passed away. And it says, "My friend, it's all about patience and timing. Constant madness for years. You got this. Learn how to manipulate every situation. I'm rooting for you." Karrion. um, Karrion. Baby, that's not a tree you want to bark up. Now I'm hoping that I did tell y'all what this damn message said, because I thought I had it playing and I didn't. I think I had it paused. Now if I did this twice, it's just ignore me. Just skip past it, child. But Karrion Cross shared a image from a DM he got from Bray Wyatt before he passed away. This was back in 2010. He said, "My friend, it's all about patience and timing, constant madness for years. You got this. Learn how to manipulate every situation. I'm rooting for you." Karrion. Karrion, now let's keep it real, baby. This man is dead. Okay, and we all love Bray Wyatt in these parts. We will never speak ill of the dead. But Bray Wyatt is resting easy. And for you to use his brother's message to further your bullshit is madness. Now you know that message was not about no shit that you doing with the YS6 right now. That ain't got nothing to do with that. That got shit to do with you being in the WWE and being frustrated, bitch. You trying to use it so that it works in your favor because you're trying to antagonize fucking Bo Dallas and them. But bitch, it ain't gonna do nothing but dig your grave deeper. That's it, that's all. And at this point, I could care less what Bray Wyatt sent. That's y'all personal business, and y'all personal relationship and conversation is on you. It has nothing to do with me. But what I want you to do is the one cut that damn fuck ass ponytail off your head. That's the first thing. Second, I need you to go get you some eye cream. I don't know what the fuck is going on with you and Liv Morgan, but y'all always look like y'all are not getting no rest. I don't know if it's the fucking or the schedule, but bitch, they got some real nice eye creams out here. Some of them they got where they in seconds, bitch, the lines are gone. The bags are gone, bitch. Okay. I don't know. Y'all make enough money to afford Laneige. Okay. Go get you some of that. Go get whatever the fuck you need to get to help with them bags under your eyes. Okay. Cucumbers, facials, whatever. But go handle that. Please. So you can stop looking like Night of the Living Dead every time you bring your asses out there. My God, the 4K in me just wants to go, bitch, back it up. Please go back to 720p so we can have a little bit of a blurring effect. Give me a good filter, bitch. Okay? Because it's killing me right now. Girl. Anyways. So that happened. Now, in another moment of irrelevancy, for whatever reason, Finn Balor and JD McDonough have retained the tag team titles against the War Raiders. This is a piss poor decision. This was the only stain on Monday Night Raw that I was not happy with. Them having them tag team titles does nothing for the tag team titles or the division. I don't know what Triple H is thinking or why he is going down this road. I don't get it, but he is irritating me. And even if Damian Priest, and this still leads to something with Priest and Finn costs Priest this title match, and then Priest ends up costing them their titles at some point, I don't care anymore. I want the tag team titles off of Judgment Day. I am sick of those titles being caught up in Judgment Day. Do you know, for the last 3 years, we have been stuck with Judgment Day being champion. No one else has been champion more than Judgment Day. I'm tired. I'm tired. Now, earlier in the night, Liv and them was talking or whatever, and it doesn't matter. Finn basically asserted himself as the leader of the Judgment Day, and nobody caught it. Nobody said anything. Finn was like, Liv, you're going to win. You're going to dominate. We love that for you. You know, just because you couldn't get the job done, Dom, doesn't mean that you didn't do a good job. You softened up the War Raiders for us. We was able to go in there and soften them up some more. So we got that. Yes, love that for us. And we're going to retain. We're going to stay champions, and we're going to stay champions forever, you know. And as long as you listen to me, we don't have any leaders, but as long as you listen to me, Finn will remain one big happy family. I was like, I thought y'all didn't have no leaders. Okay, girl. This is the beginning of your downfall. I want you to understand that as long as Finn Balor is the one who's calling the audibles, baby, very, very soon, you will see Judgment Day crumble right before your very eyes. And baby, ooh, it is going to be so delicioso. Okay? I'm going to savor it. I'm going to enjoy every minute of it. I'm going to love it. Okay? It's going to feel amazing. And basically, that's it. That is Monday Night Raw. The only thing that I'm going to mention is this: the Women's Intercontinental Championship. I knew from the moment that they introduced the United States Championship that this was coming. To everybody that was in their feelings, oh, why don't they have the IT title? Bitch, are you happy now? Now, my homegirl Nicole makes a valid point. She feel like they're moving a little too fast. They haven't solidified the United States Championship yet. They haven't given it time to have some traction and to really give it some validity. She is correct, but I don't think that that's going to be an issue with these titles. I think these titles are going to have some meaning and they're going to progress and they're going to be great. I think they're going to do just as well as they are on the NXT brand. They will do well on SmackDown and Raw. And I also believe that this creates an immense amount of opportunities for the women on both shows. Now there's a lot more to fight for. You don't have to be clamoring for just two titles and then get into a tag team. You can be a singles competitor and focus on getting one title. It's okay. You can be a great mid card champion. That is okay. So I am okay with this. I am so on board for this, especially for the girls. They are the ones who have been anchoring these shows, closing these shows, setting off these PLEs. They are the ones who are the workhorses of this company. They are the ones who have some of the best storylines. The funnest opportunities have been created for the women. The women are your backbone of WWE, and they deserve these titles, and they're going to do an awesome job pushing them forward. So I'm very proud and very happy. I can't wait until they set up the tournament for this. This is why we saw those vignettes from Dakota and Lyra. This is why, girl. Okay, because it's coming and I cannot wait. I'm so fucking excited. I am so excited for this. But yes, y'all, that was Monday Night Raw. Is it not everything, honey? So we got some new additions to Survivor Series, and we learned about that this week. Okay. So if I could see to get this damn screen down, child. Oh, I can't see nothing. Anyways, they've added Shinsuke and LA Knight to Survivor Series as well as the triple threat for the Intercontinental Championship. Those matches will be added to Survivor Series as some palate cleansers on the card. So we now have 5 matches on the card for Survivor Series. These are some late ass matches, but they added them, and that's all that matters. We also have the full match card for the men. Friday, you're gonna have Jacob Fatu and Jay Uso fighting for the advantage in the men's match. And also you'll have a sit down between Roman Reigns and CM Punk. Okay. And WarGames is the anniversary of CM Punk's triumphant return to WWE. He wrote this really cute message over on um, Instagram, and it says, "Happy 1 year anniversary of my rerun to WWE. Thank you to all the fans for waiting, chanting my name for years, and carrying me on this journey. Thank you to my family and friends backstage for the warm and continued support. Thank you, Paul, Nick, and Bruce, for the trust and making it all happen. Love you all." And it says, "We are just getting started." So CM Punk is very excited. He's going to be in War Games, ladies and gentlemen. Love that for him, I guess. The brutality of War Games is interesting because CM Punk just got done being inside Hell in a Cell back in October. He had a whole month's rest, but Jesus, like, he is a strong motherfucker because I will be at home in the bed chilling. I would not be putting my ass in the middle of this goddamn match. This is chaos. War Games is a chaotic and it is a hectic ass match. Anything can happen in that fucking match. There's no structure to that shit. Okay? Oh my God. It's my cup, by the way. It's not nobody putin'. All right. Finally, to round this out, they've got a War Game store over in Vancouver, and they're gonna have CM Punk's belt, his signature belt. They got him a signature belt. It's actually pretty cool. I'm not gonna lie. His signature belt is really cool. So he has a signature belt, and you can go to the War Game store Thursday, Friday, and Saturday. They open at around 10 a.m. Thursday and Friday, 9 a.m. on Saturday, which is the day of. Are you okay? Mm-hmm. Sorry, y'all. My husband getting to bed. So they're open the day of Survivor Series and 2 days before Survivor Series. You can go in, get your shit, and get out. All right. So I hope you guys enjoyed my little review of Monday Night Raw. Thank you so much for listening to me rant and rave and yell. Friday Night SmackDown is coming, ladies and gentlemen. Carmelo Hayes will face off against Cody Rhodes because Cody is mad and he wants to fight. And like I said, there's a sit down happening between Roman and CM Punk. And of course, we'll have the second phase of the first round of the United States Championship. And since Jade Cargill is out, her replacement is coming in this match. And everybody's speculating that her replacement is more than likely Charlotte Flair. Now, I had an idea of who attacked Jade Cargill, but my homegirl Nicole had a much better idea. And I really want y'all to go to the podcast and listen to what she said in regards to who attacked Jade, because it does make sense and it would be a nice little way to swerve shit so it don't have to be no bullshit. If they do it the way Nicole said it, she's a fucking genius. Okay. So I need y'all to go listen to the pod so y'all can hear what she said. I'll clip it and put it in here and do a little short on our YouTube as well as on mine. And I'll post it on our YouTube on Down for the Count. But I need y'all to go listen. I need y'all to go listen to it. Anyways, this is happening. And of course, like I said, we're going to have the advantage match for the men. Jey Uso will face off against Jacob Fatu. To round out the show, tomorrow is NXT. And we love NXT around these parts. And it is on a Tuesday. Okay. The qualifying matches for the Iron Survivor are still happening, and Axiom has thrown his hat into the ring, and he will be facing off against Ethan Page. Something tells me that Nathan Frazier is going to cost Axiom this match in some kind of way, and Ethan Page is going to qualify. Another qualifying match is going to be Julia versus Kaylani. Unfortunately for Kaylani, I don't see her making it into this match. I do see Julia, however, qualifying in this match. And then we have a title match between Tatum and Fallon. Fallon's probably going to retain against Tatum, unfortunately. More than likely, Jasmine or one of them is going to get involved. They've been getting involved in all of her matches. Even when she won it from Kaylani, the deck was stacked against Kaylani. She ended up losing due to interference from both of them. It took all three of them to beat Kaylani. Then it happened again when she beat her for the second time when they actually had a one-on-one. She ended up getting cost the match then. And Fallon claims she's going to be a fighting champion, which whatever makes you happy. Whatever Delulu you have to pull up, sure. So she's going up against Tatum. This is an open challenge that she set, and I'm sure Jasmine and JC won't be too far behind. And then you have a title match with Tony and Sean Spears, which Sean Spears manipulated his way into this match. And I mean, if Tony loses it to Sean Spears, I'm sure it's going to be something that has to do with that new dude that's with them and Brooks. at this point, I really don't care. Being honest, because I don't like Sean Spears, and he just walks around like a youth pastor, and it's weird. He gives creepy youth pastor vibes, you know, the kind that goes to the new age church and they're preaching and they only wear Jordans and fucking jeans and they're tight and they work out really nice and they got really nice, but they got really black beady eyes. They have black soulless beady eyes. They don't really, when they smile, it's not a smile of happiness, it's a smile of creepiness. It's a sinister smile. He has a sinister nature about him, and I don't like it. I don't like it. So yeah, I'm not a fan, but if he wins, whatever. You know, they didn't even give Tony enough time to be champion. Like, fuck. But that is going to be NXT. I'm sure Jada Parker is going to want to go after Lola again. I'm sure Rizzo's going to be taking out Nikita every second she gets. And we love that for them. I'm sure Carmen's still going to be crying over Adonis, and Adonis still going to be crying over Carmen. I'm already tired. I'm already tired of both of them. So anyways, that's going to be NXT tomorrow. Hopefully you guys enjoy. We already know that Chase U is dead, so we probably gonna see the demise of Chase U and them, you know, killing Chase U, which I'm really sad about that. I really love Chase U. It's very sad that they had to do it this way. And if I was Andre Chase, since he took something from me, I would take something from him and cost him this match at Deadline. But they ain't on my level. Anyways, Ridge Holland is going after the championship, and to be honest, he's boring. I would rather watch Ethan Page be champion, to be honest with you. I don't want to see Ridge Holland anywhere near that championship, especially off of the back of Trick Williams. Absolutely the fuck not. So we'll see how this is all going to play out. Deadline is in a few weeks. It's one of the first, it's like the second or first week of December. And Deadline is a fun pay-per-view. I love the Iron Survivor Challenge. I think it's fun. They did steal the concept from TNA. They combined two types of matches together to create the Iron Survivor match. They used the Queen in the Mountain concept and something else. I think it was that like X Division match. I'm not quite sure, but the Iron Survivor Challenge is an amazing match. I really like it. And when people really take advantage of the match, the fun of it, it is a fun time. Do you understand me? So that's going to be fun. I hope you guys enjoyed the show. Please do not forget to rate, comment, and subscribe. Please share this video wherever you can. Help your girl out and make sure if you're watching, you're subscribed. It really does help with the algorithm. It tells the algorithm that you love my stuff. Okay? And I love you guys back. So please do me a favor, do me a big solid, and subscribe. Okay? Love you bunches. Gotta go.
If you don't wanna see me, if you don't